Hi, I'm John, and welcome back to Insurance Made Simple. This is part 3 in our auto series, and today we're going to be talking about the optional coverages that are available with most auto policies. So just as a lead into this, number one, if you buy a new car and you go to the finance department and you're going through all the final paperwork to buy the car, they're probably going to offer you a number of coverages or a number of things that kind of seem like they're not insurance related or something that an insurance company might not offer, but most of the time they are. And so before you buy a new car, call your insurance agent and say, hey, do I have these types of things available in my coverages? The other thing is that there's some insurance companies out there that do these commercials, and they make it look like they're the only ones that offer these other coverages. And the reality is most companies offer them, and even when those other companies offer them, you have to pay a little bit more for them, which is true with most companies. So I'm going to talk about some coverages today, and just be aware that these are things that are probably available with your current carrier and or with farmers if you're a farmer's customer. So good to know things before you either buy a car or look around for other insurance. First thing I'm going to talk about is towing and roadside assistance. So if you have a breakdown in your car, doesn't have to be related to a claim or an accident. It could just simply be I ran out of gas, or I had a flat tire, don't have the ability to change it, or my car won't start and I really don't know why. You can get towing and roadside assistance typically for between $1 and $1.50 a month. So it's pretty cheap, available with most insurance companies, and it covers the majority of disablements that you would have on the side of the road. New car replacement. With the car dealership, they're gonna call it gap insurance. With other companies, they'll just say, hey, new car, you can replace your new car. Basically, when you buy a new car for a period of usually about 2 years or 24,000 miles, you can get your car replaced if it's totaled based on what the original cost of the car was. And there's some fine print with each company in terms of how they do that, but basically you can walk out, if you buy a car for $20,000, you don't have to worry about paying the extra difference because the car depreciated $3,000 within the first month of owning the car. So new car replacement coverage is usually available with your insurance company as long as it's purchased when the car is brand new. Glass replacement. A lot of car companies or car dealerships will offer glass coverage for any windshield breakage that happens. With your insurance company, normally that's going to be a more comprehensive coverage than what the dealership is. And also the dealership's coverage may have some restrictions where maybe you have to report the damage within so many days. Maybe it will only apply to certain windows on the car or certain times on the car, certain things with the car that it'll be applied. So glass coverage is usually going to be more comprehensive, and oftentimes it might be a cheaper coverage available with your current insurance. Accident forgiveness. This isn't something the dealers offer, but some companies advertise, hey, we have accident forgiveness, especially if you're we have accident forgiveness. So most car companies or most insurance companies, you can purchase accident forgiveness. Let's say that you have 3 kids and there's that one child that you just know that they're going to get in that accident. So you're going to hedge your bets up front. But usually that's something you can purchase with your insurance company, so ask about that. With some companies, it's something that's earned. So after you've been with them for so many years, so many cycles of accident-free renewals, then maybe it's something that they offer with a certain renewal. And finally, original equipment. With certain vehicles, it's important to make sure that any item that's replaced on that vehicle is an original equipment manufactured piece of equipment, because regardless of the fact that the car is repaired, there may be some value loss if it can't be replaced with an OEM part. So in most cases, when there's a damage, the auto insurance companies are only required to replace it based on whatever the equivalent part is. So in other words, it's manufactured to the same specifications, but it may not be the original equipment manufacturer. So if you want to make sure that that's destined, or that those parts are from an OEM supplier, then you can make sure that that's a part of your coverage. So these are just some high level or some coverages that I'm sorry about that. I just got a little bit winded there. But these are just some coverages that are optional. You don't have to have them, but they may be important to you, and it's good to know before you either buy a new car, or it's also good to know that your insurance company may also carry them, even though the commercials make it look like they don't. So thanks for listening in on us, and we'll talk to you later.